More to come, but first we want to get to know Colbie a little bit better. And for those of you who've been following her career for a while, and if you watch The Walking Dead, you probably know she had a song on the soundtrack. So we want to know, Colbie, are you a zombie fan or a Walking Dead fan?
I'm a Walking Dead fan. I am. I started watching it on tour. How long has it been out now? Like
a few years.
Yeah. And it was so cool because we hadn't watched the first couple seasons, so we got to just like every single night back to back, like stay up till like 5 in the morning. You know how you do that and watch a million episodes.
Binge watching.
Exactly. But yeah, I love the show.
So now it's time for the audience participation. Stephanie in Waxahachie. Where are you, Stephanie? There she is,
Hi.
front row. Stephanie wants to know if you can explain the meaning for the song called The Land Called Far Away.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I wrote that song with Babyface. Actually, that was the first song we wrote together. And that was crazy because, I mean, he's such a legend, and it was I was so nervous to go into this session, but he's like one of the most like calm, mellow demeanors. Like he's so quiet and soft-spoken. But anyways, I'm glad you asked about that song because that was so cool to work with him, and that was the first one, and I loved that song. And when I wrote that song, I knew I wanted to put it on my record because I loved the way it felt and how we recorded it. And I wrote that song about how love can, you kind of have to wait for it sometimes and not push it. And, you know, sometimes we all struggle in relationships even when it's good, but you're going through a rough time, and kind of just figuring out whatever love is for you, whatever the kind of love you want, the amount of love you want, just wait for it and find it. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Stephanie. Casey and Richardson, there she is, another front row girl. Casey wants to know what's your musical, or who's your musical inspiration?
It started like when I was younger. My parents were they'd always listen to classic rock. I mean, I grew up listening to Fleetwood Mac and Tom Petty and Steve Miller Band and James Taylor, and that was the beginning. I think where I love the whole acoustic music. It's just that's what I heard growing up, and it's just I'm from California, and it just is happy, and that's what I loved. And then Lauryn Hill I heard when I was 11, and that's what made me want to like fully sing. I just loved her voice. It was so soulful and like effortless when she sings. And then after that, like John Mayer and Bob Marley and Jason Mraz and yeah.
All of that.
All of that.
All of the above. Valerie in Grapevine, where are you?
Hi.
There she is. All right. I like the skirt. Valerie wants to know what made you want to sing, Colbie?
Lauryn Hill. Yeah. What? Yeah. Well, I mean, I think I always sang before then. I just liked it. It felt really fun to sing, and my sister would yell because I'd wake the house up at like 5 or 6 in the morning, just like it felt so fun. But when I heard Lauryn Hill, that was just like, okay, I want to be like her. It was like her, and then the style, like Gwen Stefani, how she was. I thought she was just so cool. It was like the two of them.
How about Becca? Is Becca here? There she is.
Hi.
All right. Becca wants to know how you balance family life and career.
Well, I think family always comes first, and they're all really like supportive, and we live like down the street from each other. So I think the first thing I do when I get home is hang with my sister and her husband and their new baby, and my parents and my 2 best friends and my fiance and all of our dogs, and that's what we do. I think it's just, you know, liking each other and wanting to be around each other, and then all the support. Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of dogs, has everybody seen the Never Gonna Let You Down video with ASPCA? It melted my heart, and I just want to know how that came about.
Well, my parents taught us when we were really young to adopt animals instead of purchase them because of where they come from, and so we've always been into adopting and rescuing, and so we have 3 dogs. I have 3 dogs at home that we have rescued, and so have my friends and my parents, and we just now keep, you know, recommending that option first instead of breeders or pet stores. once you know the background behind it all, it's too sad to support something like that. And then so I didn't want another video where I'm like, I don't know. I was like, let's do something different maybe. But I made a fun video that we're playing on tour during my show. I made it on my iPhone of all my family and my dogs, and it's to Never Gonna Let You Down. So I think we're releasing it actually.
All right. Well, we love you for all of your dog work and all of your beautiful music.
Thank you.
One more time, thank you so much, Colbie Caillat and Jason Reeves. We really appreciate you guys being in the DFW Acura Performance Showroom. And for everybody who came out.